Yeah, I'll go ahead and talk like this too, so you feel a little better, Harley. Just
Should we
kidding,
all
Trey.
just talk like this the
Yeah,
entire show?
we should.
Just fuck you guys.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Mod Squad Movie Talk. I'm your host Harley, as always joined by the bodacious Brandon.
Bodacious.
And the fierce Felix.
He was fierce. Now I'm fierce.
Yes,
You're fierce.
I get sloppy seconds, I guess.
You get my sloppy seconds.
Okay, guys, let's start our show off with our sponsor. Guys, go check out Skullectomy by Jolt 7 Studio. Scan that QR code. Let her know the Mod Squad sent you. Also, remember, we have shirts. And we will also have tumblers coming soon.
Yes, sir.
And go check out Conversations with the Mod Squad. Felix, who did you guys interview this last week?
We interviewed Christopher from Cozy Christopher. Great interview. He's a great guy. We were just laughing the whole time on and off camera. Check it out.
Sweet.
Okay. And go check out the Horror Pack Blu-ray subscription. Felix, you want to tell them a little about that Horror Pack subscription?
Check it out. Horror Pack is a monthly Blu-ray subscription box. But if you want $5 off your subscription, enter Squad in the coupon bar there. You'll get $5 off. Thank you.
I'm going to be getting one just in time for spooky season.
Okay, guys. Check out our weekend box office.
Yeah, Harley, we got Twisters at 7,160,000. Reagan coming out on number 4, 7,400,720. We got It Ends With Us coming in at 7,425,000. Alien Romulus coming in at second place at 9,324,000. And once again, Deadpool and Wolverine number 1 again with 15,184,000. What do you guys think about this week's box office?
I am blown away.
Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah, I knew that movie was going to be number 1.
Okay, let's go to our first trailer. The Sonic 3 official trailer.
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Try to keep up.
I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or your heart.
I can't get over how surprisingly good these movies have been. It's kind of
There's
stupid.
been a high-level security breach,
And that Jim Carrey keeps coming back for him.
and we need Team
Yeah,
Sonic's
I think
immediate
he's
assistance.
like retired from acting
Project
except
Shadow is far
for
beyond anything we've
playing
ever
Robotnik.
encountered.
Shadow's story began a
It's
lot
like, I'll
like
come back for
yours,
Sonic.
but where you found family and friends.
Like I said, I didn't see any of these trailers, but I
Shadow
lied. I
can
did
only
see this
pain.
one. And I like the
Lost.
twist at the end with
All right,
Jim
got a
Carrey.
rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with the giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
Yawning.
No, no! My turn. Can we just talk about this? He's too powerful. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you-know-who.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped me?
Doctor,
We have visitors.
this is sad, Robotnik. Even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition.
Do this!
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it.
I need room. But, sir, I don't have the proper materials. Found some.
When we're done, there won't be anything left.
Hey, no cheat code. What did you do?
What I had to. Welcome home, my boy.
It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
I am.
Are you? In the saggy flesh.
The only thing better than one Jim Carrey is two Jim Carreys. I'm stoked.
And that comes out in December around my kid's birthday, so I might have to take them for
Perfect.
their birthday to see that.
We started the TV show that's supposed to be canon to the movies. Did you guys watch that? We saw just a couple
Knuckles?
episodes and didn't get back to it. But yeah, Knuckles.
I haven't watched it. I just haven't taken the time to. Might have to before this one comes out, though.
Time for the news. From comicbook.com, Marvel Visions series bringing back James Spader's Ultron.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I loved James Spader. He was probably the best thing about the
Yes.
second Avengers movie. You know, just his role as Ultron. I feel like he was totally underutilized. After that, I know they brought him back for the What If series, so that was awesome. But I think bringing him back for the Vision Quest series is brilliant. I'm stoked.
Honestly, that's pretty much the only thing I really liked about that second Avenger. I mean, it was good, but
Mhm.
James Spader's, and I forget who I was talking to, and they did not like the "no strings on me" line. And I
Really?
remember watching that trailer for the first time, and he did that. I thought it was creepy as fuck. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
it was badass. I thought it
It was
was,
brilliant.
you know. But yeah, I can't wait to see this one, man. They say Marvel's going backwards, but if there's something that's working, why
Yeah.
not? You know, like
Yeah.
us, we're Marvel fans, and we're excited for this.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep doing it.
If it's
If it
not
ain't broke,
broke, don't fix
it.
it.
Pretty much.
Okay. Gambit lives. Deadpool and Wolverine deleted scene gives Channing Tatum a way out of the void. Actor says, "I pray to God about making a Gambit movie."
Yeah, when they first just dropped this recently, Ryan Reynolds dropped it, and I feel like this was deleted for a reason, right? Whether it was for runtime or whatever, but this could have easily been left in because he mentions to the TVA about getting the rest of his friends out of the void,
Yeah.
so we know that they leave the void, right? And of course Daphne Keene's with him, but I feel like this.
I think this was an
releasing
after
this
credit
now,
scene.
it could have been easily, but I feel like they maybe like changed their minds on it, not thinking that Gambit was going to be received as well as he was. But I think now that the fans have been so on board for more Gambit and seeing Channing Tatum as Gambit again, I feel like this bodes well for him as playing Gambit again. You know, Ryan
Yeah,
Reynolds
that's what I was
especially
gonna.
being behind him. Yeah,
I hope we see. I hope we see him again as Gambit. Almost my under Hugh Jackman being back as Wolverine. He was almost my next favorite thing in there, man. The accent, everything. I just want to see him back.
It's Channing Tatum. I like him pretty much in anything he's in.
Channing
Except for the
Tatum.
last
Really.
except for the last Magic Mike. That was horrible.
I didn't watch it.
From
watch it either.
Variety. La Bamba remake in development from Mucho Mass Media and Sony Pictures. Is that the guy who played
That's Lou Diamond
Elvis?
Phillips. Yeah. No.
That's Lou Diamond Phillips.
Well, he looks like the guy who played Elvis.
That dude's white.
He doesn't look white. Harley
Okay.
Beans.
Yeah. Again, love this original movie. I remember back. It's the only Mexican song that I know out there, and I don't even know Spanish. So
Shame.
coconut, brown on the outside, white on the end.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
But yeah, the what is this called? The Day the Music Died, man. Still to this day, I look it up, I read up on it, and it's just sad what happened. He was only 17 when it happened. His career was like 18 months long, and all that
Yeah.
had already happened. Then
Yeah,
he wins a
I
coin
mean-
toss and gets on a plane.
Ugh, it's terrible. Yeah, it's such a sad story. La Bamba, I loved this movie growing up.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you honestly how many times I watched this movie as a kid. I was
Same.
obsessed with this movie. So doing a remake, I don't see the point in it because this movie is so good. Honestly, it holds up still. Honestly, if just go watch this movie. I mean, you know, I'm willing to see who they're going to cast, you know, to play him, but I don't.
Not
see
only
the point
that,
in
though,
it,
Bob.
honestly.
Isai Morales as Bob did awesome on
Yeah.
this one.
Oh, he's so good. He was so good in that movie. Yeah.
Okay. From comicbook.com. Nobody 2 director shares first set photos from sequel.
This was one that I was like, all right, let's watch this, and I really enjoyed it. I really
It's so
enjoyed
good.
it. Yeah.
I don't think anybody was expecting this movie to be as good as it was, especially with Saul Goodman as a total freaking badass. Who the
Badass.
hell saw that coming? Nobody. It was such a surprise hit. I'm so glad that they're doing a sequel. It needs one. They set it up perfectly for one. Yeah, I can't wait.
I need to go back and watch this again, the first one.
Okay, from comicbook.com. Ted Lasso season 4 might be happening.
Three of the people
Did
that
you?
are three of the people are already signed on, or they're extending their contracts, and none of the main stars Jason Sudeikis they haven't said nothing about him, and I don't think it's a Ted Lasso without Ted Lasso. So until he's signed for sure, but I hope it stays the same way because they kind of tease like it would maybe go to a girls soccer league or might go to something different. I hope it just pretty much stays the same. We get a fourth season, just
Yeah.
like all the other ones. But we'll see.
I loved the first two. I binge watched the first two seasons like back to back hard. I got a free trial of Apple TV and watched it and I couldn't stop. And then
Same.
my free trial ended, and then the third season came out, and I heard really bad things about the season. A lot of people did not like the third season at
It
all.
ended so
And so
perfect, though.
I've been hesitant to watch it because I loved the first seasons too much. I don't want to
I
watch
thought
a
it was
shitty
okay.
third season. So I just got Apple TV again through T-Mobile. They're paying for it. I got it for free through T-Mobile. So
That's what's up.
I'm gonna. The wife hasn't watched it yet, so I think we'll probably rewatch it from the beginning. I'll finally watch the third season, especially if they're talking about a fourth. I'm willing to give it a shot again.
Yeah, the
It's
one
so
thing
good.
about the third, it was okay as far as I remember. I just don't like what they did with one character. They like changed one character a little bit, but not to give any spoilers, but it ended so perfect. They tied up every storyline.
Yeah.
So I didn't think we were going to see another one, but here we are.
I didn't finish season 3 yet because I
You don't
didn't.
finish anything.
Yeah, I do. I just didn't really like season 3 too much.
Yeah, I've heard that but a lot from a lot of people. So that's why I've been so hesitant to watch it because the first two seasons were so damn good.
Okay, from Variety. Jurassic World Rebirth first look. Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey keep the Dinosaurs franchise roaring.
I'm surprised to see this coming back so soon, honestly. and with Scarlett Johansson. It just seems so strange. Like I enjoyed the Jurassic World movies. They definitely fell off after the first Jurassic World quite a bit, and I know they weren't super popular by the third one. They didn't make a whole lot of money, so I'm kind of surprised, honestly, to see them, I guess, not maybe rebooting or whatever the right word is, because I mean it's following different people, so I'm surprised, but I'll be watching it.
I hope that they had a good idea, had a good script. More than anything, they got good actors in it, so I just hope the script is good, because like you said, after that first Jurassic World, the second one was pretty bad and the third one was even worse. So
Yeah, trying to bring back all of the, all the actors from the first movies and shoehorning them into that third movie just didn't feel organic, or it didn't feel right. And in a lot of places there were moments that were good, but overall, yeah, it really didn't live up to the hype that I think everybody was hoping for. And so we'll see what they do with this one. I don't know.
I mean, my son, who is a huge Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, that whole series fan, he didn't even want to see the third one. How it was
Really?
like he watched it on TV eventually, but he was so disappointed with it. From comicbook.com, Todd McFarlane's Medieval Spawn Kickstart crossed 1 million in 5 hours.
I'm not surprised, because his last Kickstarter, I got in on it. I got the 3 set Spawn series that he made, and it was bitchin', and that one took off like crazy. So I'm not surprised at all that this one, I'm sure by the time we're recording now, I'm sure he's made way more than just $1 million too.
yeah, same here. I forgot that you got all 3, because I remember that I got just one of them at the time. I think I may get one this time. It's it's Kickstarter, maybe skip one. I think it was only like $50 or something. But yeah, I'm not surprised. Like you said, he has a big following. We're big McFarlane fans here, and I'm gonna flash some pictures here of it. If you guys like what you see, go grab it.
It is up to 1.6 million right now.
Wow.
Damn.
Todd McFarlane's Kickstarter. Yeah.
Okay, time for coming soon.
Definitely looking forward to that one.
Exactly, that looks awesome.
I can't wait to see new movies.
Okay, let's go to our next trailer, guys. Okay, this is Y2K.
Wild chicken.
I remember when it happened, man.
Any lucky lady gonna get the midnight
Everybody
kiss?
thought something was gonna happen, man.
Damn, I was 16.
We're actually going to this New Year's
It
thing.
was
It's gonna be a total shit show.
it was a pretty wild night.
See ya.
It's 1999, and we getting
I just have a hard time with some of these newer actors.
That's the dude from It, no?
Yeah.
Open up. Take us away. It's so smooth.
Y2K is real.
Someone's on the net.
Oh my god, I can't stand that sound.
Tamagotchi just drilled through a chick's head.
Come on, we gotta go.
Good song, though.
As a result,
I was gonna say it has a super bad feel to it, and Jonah Hill's behind it. So
We're talking global computer apocalypse.
Sorry, guys. I guess you're fucked.
They made a video and everything. That's crazy. You don't know how this shit works.
Grab a bike, grab a board, grab whatever you can.
This has been the shittiest night of my life.
Fuck this!
But it's cool that we got to hang out for once.
Oh, let go!
I get knocked out, but I get up again.
I'm kind of torn on this one. Like, I want to like it. I'm gonna watch it, I'm sure, and keep an open mind. But I mean, that was me at that age when Y2K happened. So I just have a hard time with, like I said, with some of these younger actors these days. I don't find a lot of them very good. So I'm hoping for the best, though. Yeah, they're really not very good, but I'm hoping for the best. We'll see.
Time for a blast from the past. This week I picked Silkwood because, well, it's Memorial Day. I mean, Labor Day. Felix, you want to read about that for me?
Yeah, Harley's voice is pretty much gone, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do this really quick. Silkwood is a 1983 American drama film by Mike Nichols, starring Meryl Streep, Kurt Russell, and Cher. The screenplay was adapted from the book Who Killed Karen Silkwood by Rolling Stone writer and activist Howard John, which detailed the life of Karen Silkwood, a nuclear whistleblower and labor union activist who investigated alleged wrongdoings at the plutonium plant. In real life, her inconclusive death in a car crash, I do believe she was murdered. Car crash which gave rise to the 1979 lawsuit Silkwood versus Kurt McGee, led by attorney Gary Spence. The jury rendered its verdict at $10 million in damages paid to the Silkwood estate. I recall this movie growing up. This is one my sisters watched. And again, I remember Mom was talking about it and thinking she was murdered. And
Sounds like it. I've never heard of this, so.
yeah,
And it has a stacked cast.
Yeah, it did. They were trying to shut her up, and she got in a mysterious car crash and died. And obviously, the grand jury thought, the company was involved. So,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
What we are watching? What are we watching this week, guys?
I forget that show I was talking about earlier with Thomas Jane, but we did watch The Accident on Netflix. The plot sounds so corny. It's about a bouncy house that flies away and
Oh my god. I saw the trailer for that.
Dude, it was decent. It really was.
Was it? Because
Yeah,
I
it
saw the
was.
trailer and it looked absolutely terrible. It looked so
That's
cheesy and corny. Because it's the saddest story because it's happened multiple times in
Yeah.
different places, and it's just absolutely
even
terrible.
in the show. I mean, it's not based on nothing true, but they
Right.
bring up how
But it looks so
it's
bad.
it happens. It
Yeah.
does, but there's the story behind. Just watch the first episode, give it that, and again, you have to get used to reading
Not gonna
or
lie,
listening
probably
to it because it's dubbed,
Yeah.
in English,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that doesn't
Oh.
match. But it's
I hate.
decent.
I'd
It's
rather
decent.
read subtitles too. I absolutely hate dubs. I would rather read subtitles. Sorry, not to totally trash.
It was
on-
decent. No, seriously, I thought it looked cheesy too.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah,
then we
yeah.
watched the first episode. Then we watched the second episode, and it's just like it just shows it puts you in the life of everything that's going on over there.
Yeah.
On top of this bouncy house thing. Yeah.
Brandon, what are you watching this week?
I've been watching some episodes of Modern Family. Of course, I love that show. But tonight, by the time this releases, I will have already attempted it. But tonight, Joe Bob is having his night marathon to end season 6 of The Last Drive-In. It's a dusk to dawn 6-movie marathon. And the wife and I are going to make every attempt to stay up all night and watch it. Luckily it starts here at like 3 p.m. It doesn't start till 9 p.m. on the East Coast, so I feel sorry for the East Coast people that are trying to stay up. So it might be a little bit easier for me to stay up, but yeah, we've got horror movie bingo that we're going to be playing. Got a bunch of different cocktails I'm going to be making, a bunch of snacks. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, today I started watching Chaos with Jeff Goldblum.
Is that any good?
So far it is.
That's where he plays Zeus, right?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. And I've been watching The Mayfair Witches and The Daryl Dixon Show.
Mayfield Riches let me down.
Did
I
it?
really wanted to like it. Yeah, I just didn't.
Yeah. Bummer.
I like it so far. Okay, guys. Well, that does it for this episode of the Mod Squad Movie Talk. Go check out our Facebook community. Also, go check out all of our shows affiliated with this. You got Back to the Retro Review, the Daily Dank, my show, The Asylum with Harley, and also you're watching the movie show. Go check out the horror show, the gaming show, Conversations with the Mod Squad, and we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway. Okay, that does it for this episode. For Brandon, Felix, myself, and the entire Mod Squad, see you next time, Puddin'.
See ya.
I gotta step away for a second.
Okay. Since there's no editing anymore, Brendan, how do you want to film this time? What are you doing?
What's that?
What are you doing on day of recording? The Joe Bob thing?
I still have 2 hours until the night marathon starts. So, yeah, pretty stoked about that. I printed off some horror movie bingo cards that we're gonna play. I've been trying to think of things to help keep us awake. Like I've got some coffee-inspired drinks, cocktails that I'm gonna make, and bought some snacks, popcorn and stuff, of course. But yeah, I got this. I just googled horror movie bingo. I will.
Sorry.
I just googled horror movie bingo, and it brought up. There's a bunch of different ones that you can just download and print off for free. So I printed off a couple of different ones. Figured it'll help us stay awake all night.